Hi guys, Nicholas here from the Southern Islands, and we are at Thursdays in Tawantun.
What's up, guys?
Made the trip all the way to speak to our new regional league champion.
All the way from Singapore.
Wow, Athavan, congratulations once
Thanks
more,
a
man.
lot, brother.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
So far, you are not only the first regional league champion, you are also the only person who has won the regional league and the championships
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's true.
double champ, huh? Double champ.
Feels good.
And also, you are the first person to be interviewed twice on my channel also.
Oh,
Hey,
really?
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
right.
A lot of firsts, a lot of firsts.
I miss you, that's why I wanted to come back and get an interview.
Thank you. So, the world is talking about Athavan's deck. Wow, everyone is asking for where is Athavan's list.
Yeah,
Wow,
actually,
Pokestats,
that
Twitter,
was quite
Facebook.
I had to leave right after regional championship.
Yeah, you flew off to
catch a
Langkawi,
flight.
yeah.
To catch a flight for vacation, so I was in a rush. Actually, I cancelled my flight on 1 p.m.
Oh shit.
I really didn't think through that much. I didn't know that I'm
Yeah.
gonna win or what. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be a casual game.
Yeah.
So
play,
lose 2 games and then chow to vacation. But the moment I like top card, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
And then I asked what time is the top card, and be like, oh, it's at 12 o'clock. I'm like, oh no. So I had to cancel a flight and then
Rebook another
book
one
a new
lah.
flight, and hopefully get on time.
It was worth it, man.
It
was
was
worth it.
super worth it, bro.
Super
Yeah,
worth it.
so
Look at that, man.
I couldn't
Look at
release
that.
lists, I couldn't release like pictures
Yeah.
or whatever until I come back. So I had to also give Pokestats the information just 2 days back, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So I hope everyone got the list by now.
Everyone
already,
excited, man. I can't even say this is the exclusive interview anymore, man. Everyone to speak.
Yeah, but
to
I
the
think
new
you're the
champion.
first person I passed my list right before I leave, because I gave you the PTC kind of list before, right? Yeah.
But the picture that you post very nice lah.
Yeah.
With the photo frame nicer
You know,
lah.
when you have the time, you want to arrange nicely the gold cards,
Yeah,
right?
that better. So as all regional league champions, they get this sweet photo frame
Yeah.
and this like cool like exclusive playmat. But I think
I think they should have the word champion,
Yeah, no.
finalists,
That's
top
all.
8, top 4. I
there got difference between the champion and the
yeah,
top
exactly.
8
They
lah.
max out. I mean, even for Malaysian Championship, the
Yeah, lor,
top
that's
4
what they
gets
have,
the
ah.
mat, but none of it says that
Champion on it lah.
champion or finalist. So it's like,
At least it's exclusive lah.
Yeah,
Only we
it's-
have,
like
the whole world.
normally people want to collect mat for those
Yeah.
collection purpose. They want to collect like yeah, exactly. And when you're having the champion finalists, it looks more new.
Yeah
and,
lah.
opens a market for different whole entire market for buyers.
What to do? Never mind lah. At least it's still Malaysia
Next
here.
off, giving you tips.
Okay, let's go right into the deck
Yeah,
that
okay.
everyone wants to know. Hisuian Zoroark VSTAR. I think everybody was shocked that Zoroark VSTAR won a regional.
Yeah,
A
actually.
major tournament, in fact.
Not an expectation, not a deck that people.
Yeah, was
would
on
have
anybody's
trained.
radar, yeah.
People wouldn't be training against it.
Mm.
So it caught a lot of people off guard.
Yeah,
to be
I mean,
honest.
like now with this win, I
Yeah.
won't be surprised to see like the upcoming regional at Warsaw, like where Malik is going.
Yeah, Malik.
I won't be
All the best.
surprised to see some Zoroark V-Stars there as well. Like inspired by this deck. What everyone wants to know is how did the whole like idea to bring Zoroark V-Star even come about?
Okay, to be honest, Zoroark was not the first choice of that for regionals, because I usually try to get more information from my close friends
Yeah.
for what to be played in regionals or whatever tournament it is. And the person that I mostly listen advice to is Syahmi Razak.
Oh.
Like Armani, Syahmi, they have always been going around getting the meta, and their dedication for the game is a whole new level, right? And they always come up with the data needed for me to just think of an idea for the deck and, or a deck to counter that meta that's going to happen. So, but this time, I had no hope. Right?
Okay.
I had like, I thought I was just playing just 2-3 games and then leaving for vacation. That's about it.
Yep.
Then, but then I still wanted to play something that's always me, which is something complicated or something related to damage counter. That's my kind of style. Spreads, damage counter placement. These are like my kind of style. So, Syahmi told me to play Asia's Mewtwo V Union.
Okay.
So for past 2 to 3 weeks minimum,
Testing.
I've been only testing the deck. Like entire time, That's the deck. I blinked out that deck also, and then I made sure PTCG. That's about it. There was no any other deck that I took up to play, practice or whatever. Until on my birthday night, which is the night before regionals, Syahmi said, "Hey, let's test," and they want to meet me for my birthday. I was like, "Yeah, let's meet up after 10." So me, Syahmi, Haris, and Armani, we all met together, and then we were like, "Okay, let's practicing." And Syahmi just came to me and he looked at me and was like, "Bro, Mewtwo is shit deck, bro." And I'm like, "But you gave me the deck. You gave me the idea to play the deck." He's like, "Yeah, but there's too many Mew plays, Mew VMAX, and I think that's bad for our deck." And I'm like, "No shit, it is very bad for our deck." And I said, "So what do you suggest?" And he looks at me and he's like, "Zoro." The guy was against Zoro at first. Right? He's like, "Zoro is a bad deck." Even when we were playing online on PTCG with Mewtwo Union, and we meet Zoro, it will be like, Zoro is just in theory, in PTCG it's godlike, but in practical playing it's so bad. But that night caught me off guard when he said, "Let's play Zoro." And I'm like, "Why?" He says, "Because it kills Mew easy. It has a very high winning ratio against Palkias. It can hit the number for Kyurem if they don't play Tool Jammer. And Giratina is all about who takes the first 2 prize." And then I said, "Yeah, it makes sense." And then I said, "How are we going to handle the lost box?" So he came up with the list. So he had double Sharon Scare, he had Dance Pass for the Reggie matchup, and I said, so the game strategy is you hit, and then Cramorant hits you, and then you hit back, and then when they hit you back, you already take 2 prize, you Sharon Scare, and then hit again. So when it comes to pride trade, in theory, it's good. And I tested. I was like, "You know what? Okay, pass me the deck. Let's test." So I played a game with Armani. I lost. Straight up lost. And I look at him. I'm like, "There's a flaw on the deck." Right? I said, "No 4/4 Zoroark. Let's play 3/4 Zoroark, 4/3 Zoroark. But let's put a ordinary rod inside." Yeah, it's an aggro deck, but sometimes safe play is important. You wouldn't know how much the game would drag. And you have to think for top 8 as well. Top card is going to be best of 3, not going to be best of 1. So if you go so aggro, and you might win the Swiss, but on top 8 you're going to suffer. So always be prepared to have a backup plan for your aggro deck also. To bounce back once resources are gone or whatever kind of thing. So I put in the ordinary rod, and then we were testing, and I went back home, and then I was going to do the deck, alright? I was going to do the deck, and I didn't have Dance Pass.
Oh crap.
I couldn't find Dance Pass. Then my mind was like, "Dude, it's not too late to give up on this deck. Just go for Mewtwo Union."
And
I'm like, "Nah, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to play more ballsy than Syahmi himself." Like I said, I'm going to go way more luck based on this deck. Like, I hope I don't meet a Duraludon, because Duraludon is an auto loss.
Yes, correct.
It's an auto loss. I would not deny it. And Reggie, it's already a hard matchup. Without Dance Pass, it's 100% hard matchup. So I told myself, you know what? The main idea is to take down the other bigger decks. I'm not saying that Reggie wouldn't see much play. There was few plays, but piloting Reggie isn't easy as well. You have to have so much experience to actually pilot a Reggie deck. For turn-based actions and everything. So with that thing in mind, I wanted to secure the Mew matchup. I put in a Drapion instead of Dance Pass, and I couldn't find another FA Sharon Scare. So that's a bit of OCD, because I had one FA and I couldn't find the other, and I was like, you know what, let's just play with one Sharon Scare and one Palpad instead. Because in that way, in late game,
if you need to
I could have probably the number of 5 what boss order instead of 3. Like when you use 2 already, you can shuffle back, you have 3 more inside.
There's another interesting card in the deck, Colvus Experiment.
So
Syahmi idea, is it?
Yes, that's 100% Syahmi. I mean, the entire deck is Syahmi's idea. The only 2 changes I made, like I told you, was the Palpad and the ordinary rod. The Drapion. The ordinary rod we both played. Drapion and the Palpad. But the Colrus, at first I was looking at him, the moment he gave me deck, I'm playing, and then I didn't even look through the deck list first. I was playing with Armani, and when I draw into the Colrus, I look at him like, "What's this?" And he's like, "Colrus?" I'm like, why? And it's like, think about it, your hand is full. You want to make sure you have the right component setting around, and sometimes you can have ultra ball in your hand.
Yeah.
But don't have anything else in the morning. And when you cold rest, instead of marinating, you're going to draw into maybe to the a Gengar. You know, this guy who we discard away.
Yep.
It works perfectly fine. So I was like, okay, let's give it a try. As I was testing, I understand that was a dope ass card. Because first off, there was time where I played against a Palkia deck.
Yep.
We are prone to Echoing Horn.
Yes, correct.
And you don't want to get Echoing Horn because you won't have damage counter.
Yes, yes.
And even if you do, let's say if you have Hawlucha, Drapion, or
pull up.
other stuff, maybe
Yeah.
like Luminion or Growlithe.
They get pulled up.
You don't want to be that free price for them kind of
Yep.
thing, you know. So Colress, there was one part of the tournament where I was having Sycamore and Colress in hand, and I had Drapion in my hand.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, you know, like if I Sycamore, alright.
It'd be in the discard pile.
It'd be in the discard pile kind of thing, and then I Colress instead.
Yeah. So you're going to put like, use one glue to put it on top.
Exactly.
then
And there
you-
was also time when I chorus into the Drapion. I mean, like another
the
game, I chorus into the Drapion, which it is not going to go to the discard pile.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's so safe. I mean, Drapion was a dead card for me because I didn't play a Mew at all.
Yeah.
But it is a good card.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
was
big card against Mew.
I told Chris, if I were to go against you, if I had the cutting edge will be a choice band on Drapion.
Oh, yes.
Alright, and he has like 4 rapid strike mons.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It works against them as
exactly.
well.
And
yeah.
you know, if he puts a Urshifu,
Yep.
and then he puts like Sobble,
Memory
Lemurid,
even.
yeah,
That's already enough already.
it's already enough. So I was like, okay, let's try and see, kind of thing.
Okay, speaking of the tournament itself, maybe you could just like tell us a bit about how your whole tournament went.
It was good. It was.
I mean, you were undefeated, right?
Undefeated was.
Yeah.
It's like I cannot complain.
Mm.
So the matchup, I can't really remember all my Swiss match,
Yeah, yeah.
but there was definitely a coverage of all the meta decks
Yeah,
like Lost Zone Box, Babies, and then Giratina,
Ida.
Lost Zone, Palkia. The only deck that I did not meet, and I was grateful to not meet,
Yeah.
was Duraludon.
Yes, auto lost one.
Yes, it was auto lost one. Reggie, because I didn't put dance
That's
pass.
pass, yeah, yeah.
So that would have been an actual auto loss if they start perfect. And then Mirror Zoroark. So Mirror Zoroark is like pretty much spells out when who starts first.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know already when you who's
Yes,
spot set up, right?
correct.
It's a Zord player.
So those 3 decks, and also Mew. Yes, I didn't mean Mew, but if I would have met,
Yeah, you got
we wouldn't
Dave
know,
Young.
you know,
Yeah,
like
never
it
know,
could
never
have gone
know.
south, it could have gone good.
Yeah.
But anyway, those are the 4 decks that I didn't play against. The rest all pretty much the meta that we predicted to be. Yeah, other than that, I think the only deck that isn't a non-meta but was hard was Mewtwo V Union.
Mm.
Yeah, so Mewtwo V Union was a bit hard because opponent played a Miltank, but
okay.
he forgot to think that, you know, I only play 4 DT
Yeah.
and I don't have a baby attacker and kind of thing. So I was like, okay, let's see where it goes. But he gave me 3 prizes, and then on top of that he put down the Mewtwo V Union, which I grabbed.
Yeah. Then you
Boss
total is
order,
like
choice band,
310.
full bench is 310.
perfect.
So it was perfect. He didn't have a tool jammer.
Yep.
It was just nice for me to kill.
You brought Zoroark VSTAR, and I believe Syahmi also brought Zoroark VSTAR.
Yeah, correct.
How many Zoroark VSTARs were there actually, really? I believe the field was more dominated by Palkia, right?
Correct. I think about 12 to 15.
Okay.
Hyrule, me and Syahmi played the similar list.
Yep.
Shin, I'm not sure what kind of list he played.
Yeah.
But overall, when you know there is 3 top
Yeah, Zoroark
Zoroark
top 8.
and then there is one that nearly did, because
Yeah.
Hyrule only briefed by top 10, you know.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
number 10. Iwe was number
You're
9.
9, yeah.
So I think in that way, Zoroark's been like on fire, bro. On that.
I think probably the perfect meta call
Correct.
that day.
Correct.
But yeah, so
I feel like it was, we can say coincidence, or we can say the Malaysian meta was not ready for Zoroark.
Yeah, maybe because no one really expected
actually,
it. Yeah.
it's not that they weren't ready.
Yeah, but no one
I feel they were
expected
sleeping
top.
on it. You
Sleeping
know,
on it, yeah.
Yeah, like they were like, I don't think people's gonna play Zoroark and he's not gonna do good. You know, they theoretically Kyurem might beat it, Giratina will beat it, but they also have the same amount of win rate against those decks also.
Yeah.
So I think that's the cutting edge for Zoroark to win this entire match.
Because you're also lucky. I mean, there's also some luck involved, like not fighting against like Donald
Dural
or Reggie.
Yes,
I
there
believe-
was a fair amount of Regis, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw at least there was 4, 5 was on the field.
Yeah, Syahmi played against one Reggie, right?
Yes, Syahmi was a lifesaver when it comes to that matchup. So
Yep.
it was on the round 4. He went 4-0 and then he met Reggie.
Yep.
And I was praying for Syahmi to win because I won my match. And if Reggie would win,
very
there's a
likely
high chance for
pair.
me to pair against Reggie. So I was like just hoping he don't lose to Reggie.
Yep.
And the ordinary rod tag that initially I discussed to you about came in handy for him because his dance pass died to the snipe 120 Reggie.
Oh, which lucky, yeah.
And then he got the ordinary rod to put back and then counter back and kill it. So they could not kill away the Zoroark with Reggie Rock, so which was at a huge advantage.
Yes.
And if you don't kill it, if you use a Reggie Ice, they can always Sharon
Always
Scare
scare,
and then put back a new one and just knock it off. So that doesn't work.
Yep.
So that was a very important match for me for Syahmi to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, all the pieces came together for you to reach the top eight.
I think the hardest match, given the fact that Chris would have won in top
Yeah.
8, would be in his deck for me because it was a Urshifu Inteleon. We did pair up on
Last
6-0.
Swiss,
Yeah, we
final
did
Swiss.
pair up on 6-0s, but I had some errands to run.
Yeah.
So he said, you know what, you can have the win.
Oh.
Yeah, and,
So nice,
and I said, you know, but formality is formality, let's play up.
Yeah.
So instead of scooping,
Yeah.
he scoop up net his way out of the game. So he put a Sobble and then he put a Ramoret and then he searched for Irida for a scoop up. He already had a scoop up in hand and he does double
Scoop.
up, like a
Wow.
game, bro. And I'm
Fastest
like-
scoop.
And I feel that's a big butterfly effect for me to
Yeah, going to top 8.
to going to top 8 because
7-0.
that win, only one guy could go
Yep.
undefeated, given the fact that he doesn't lose in the top cut.
Yep.
And that was the deciding factor for me, like, honestly. So I felt happy that Chris gave me. I give credits to Chris for that actually. Thanks a lot for the win, bro.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to next day,
Yeah.
top 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did that top 8 go?
Oh, well, to be honest, top 8 was fairly okay.
Okay.
It wasn't too tough, but the player's a new player. I think it's
The first top 8 match, right? Yeah.
Pang
Yeah.
Yu, I think, I'm not sure his name, but he's a nice guy. And before we start, he said, he's like, bro, I'm a fan of yours. And I'm like, wait, what? I was like, wait, what? And then he's like, yeah. And he's like, I saw your Nets game, and I'm like, that's good. And I said, dude, if you need practice, just come and play with us. And anytime, just give a call because you made it all the way to top 8. For a new player to top 8, it's like, it's a dream, man.
Yeah.
I mean, any of us, when we started first, the moment we top 8, it feels good, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't even
Our
remember.
first top 8
yeah.
always feels good, and I felt that was like his moment. But game 1 was quite quick and fast. Game 2, he had a bad hand.
Okay
so I won on that part. Then moving on to top 4. Top 4, I would say it's the hardest match I had the entire game, entire regionals.
Yeah.
ZU was a phenomenal player. He was playing optimally, except for the game 3.
Yeah.
The game 1,
He was playing Palkia, right? Palkia Talion with Abominable tech inside.
Abominable stack. And I'm not sure if I won game 1 or he won, but game 2, no, I think I won game 1. Game 2 I scooped.
Okay.
Because it was a very bad hand. I digged like so much and I couldn't even get like a proper damage pump and
That
stuff.
was your first like technical loss,
Yeah,
right?
technical loss, that was my first loss.
And only
then,
loss, is it?
yeah,
maybe,
only loss, yeah.
Spoiler for final, but yeah.
And then game 3, his misplay was that he attached the big jump wrongly to the front bulkhead instead of back.
Oh.
And I had like the choice band, full scale 310, you know. So that was actually big, because if you would have had a big jump behind, that was my last choice band's Zoroark, and if you would have killed that, I would have not be able to do a 310 on him. So I think that was another luck I had. Probably the time constraint and also the fast play came to him, you know, like it hit him, so he panicked a bit. Maybe.
I mean, I had to rush for BO3, someone because the third round already, right?
Correct.
Then we're going to the finals.
Exactly.
That was against Melvin.
Melvin game was
Also Giratina.
Yeah, it was the first game came to a very close call. Like it all came down to if I would get the cut or not to seal the next turn win kind of thing. So we went like odd number of prizes. Then I went to 3 prize, but that was his last Tina on field. And I think Phantom Beast. He Roxanne me. And I bounced back with a Sycamore. Professor Research. I got the DT, and that's all, because that's the last DT I had. And I attached the DT and I attacked. And I took 2 prize. And he didn't have anything to counter back, so he went to game 2. And by that time I realized it was about 35 minutes in. And I kind of knew that's game for me. Like I knew I won the regional because Melvin's normal play is steady and stable. So it's going to take some
leading with 1 prizes, right?
And it's going to take some time for him to, you know, like rush if he wants to also. I was still leading. I think we were on 4 prize. 3 prize, 3-4, and then before Roxanne, I Palpat, the boss order, and the Sycamore, the Professor Research, which I already had 1 boss and 1 research in my deck already. So, and I had about like 14 cards, I think. Then he Roxanne me, so I had another research and a boss order. And when he Roxanne me, I draw into boss order and research. And the third card was also research. So when I researched, I had and he also Sino me. You know, and Sino.
It's very against you.
And I don't wanna. And actually, that was game. Sorry. I was on 2 prize. I remember. And he was on 4 prize. Actually. So that was I got the Cape Jaw, VSTAR, DT.
That's all you needed.
That's all I needed. So that was game.
And once again, congratulations, man.
Thanks a lot.
10-0.
That was like crazy, actually. Actually, the Roxanne bounce is purely some luck involved. The main luck that blew everyone's mind was that before that Roxanne, I had no attacker on field, except for the last Zoro that's tanky, second last Zoro that's tanky, and I have 1 Zoroark in my deck. I have 1 card in hand. I primate Wisdom, and I got a Zoro. That was luck. That was pure luck.
Would you say that, you know, with Zoroark, right, you need to like maybe have a bit of luck to get all the pieces you need to draw and all that?
Luck is one thing, but I would just say how you pilot a deck is very important. And in that scenario, aggro play for that deck is very crucial. Sometimes you would feel like, I'm discarding resources and all those things. Take the leap. Take the leap, because in late game, the version I have, you still can conserve by Tal padding and ordinary rolling into the deck. It will save your certain resources that you need just to seal the game. But early game you have to rush. You have to go like, let's go do this, on fire, that kind of thing. That's when you can win that kind of list.
With 1000 TSP, actually, you are now like 1 big foot into Worlds. I told you during Worlds already, like this year.
We're gonna go to Japan.
I told you that you'll be coming back.
I was like, actually, it was supposed to be like a quitting game for regionals.
Quitting game, okay.
Yeah, because I didn't want to like proceed further. Stress got the best out of me. Like really, it says no. You have too many stuff to do, too many commitments, and I felt like I don't have the time. Age was catching up. I don't have the time to sit. Practice 5 hours, 6 hours, no longer I have that capability. But when you dedicate so much to the passion, when you have given a lot for the passion gives you back at the right time, and that's what happened for me in regionals. You know, I wanted to like lose 2 games and then just chow.
Yeah, but just win all the way.
Instead, I went book a flight the next day to fly to Langkawi.
Yep.
You know, 1 hour, 1 o'clock flight. And the moment I top cut, I had to cancel off my flight and book another flight. And my friends who were already in Langkawi were very supportive on that part. Arvin especially, he like the moment I won regional, he bought champagne there already.
Wow, ready, pop the
bought
champagne there.
He's like, bro, we're gonna celebrate your regionals winning in Langkawi. Let's go. And then that's big for me actually.
Yeah.
You know, like people, friends who celebrate your win as their own win. Never lose those kind of friends, man.
Yeah.
And in that way, I think certain friends out there that I made through Pokemon, like Syahmi, Armani, Haris, Colin Kengfai, you, Malik, Marcus, Darren, all these people's this passion brought me close to them. This exactly brought me there. And when I want to quit this, I felt like maybe a part of me is going to go away, kind of thing. And that passion just proves like you aren't going anywhere.
Yeah.
You're winning this. You're gonna stay. I mean, when I wanna, it's automatically you're guilty already to know that you can't leave.
Yeah.
You took that opportunity away from another person who could get the 1,000 CP, so you
now you are the responsibility.
you gotta bring it up, and I'm like, you know what, let's go.
Back Malaysia one more time.
Let's go.
Actually, like, I'm like, as now living in Singapore, right?
Yeah.
Quite envious the fact that you guys can still travel, you know. I know, like maybe you guys
like
because,
to Penang
you
and
guys
all
drove to
those things.
Penang, right?
Yeah.
Like overnight, like in KL, next week go Penang.
That's the beautiful part for me when it comes to Pokemon. Traveling, and when we were cut off from TPCI, first it felt like it's no longer going to be the same, but making the best use of what you have is the number one thing you have to recognize to do,
true.
you know. And I felt that if we can't travel overseas, travel inside, you know. Like of course if you're going to take a flight, it's going to be 1 hour. There's not much of traveling. Take a car, and I love driving. I'm like Kenfa, Aaron Lim, Armani, let's go, and then we'll all jump into Penang, and all of them won points in Penang, you know, and that's the fun that we want, you know, and we did it.
That's what I really miss about Pokemon,
bro,
for sure.
And I feel that's good.
Okay, now we're looking forward to the coming month. Silver Tempest is coming out soon.
Yeah. Crazy.
Lugia.
Shout out to
Amani,
for that,
your favorite card coming. Hopefully you can get 9 AAs.
He's like, I want 9 NA, I want 9 FA. Then I'm like, how about the AA?
How?
It's like, probably 1 or 2, you know, because it's too bright. And the art is so beautiful. It's
my God.
amazing.
Very nice.
It's like those scary kind of Lugia, you know. It's like what you doing here?
I want to ask about how you think Zoroark would like fare, you know, in that Silver Tempest meta.
Well, Zoroark does have good chance against Lugia, right? Because it delivers high damage output. Right now, the problem with Lugia deck is it also can utilize Sharon's Cap.
Yes.
It has V-Guard energy.
Yeah, which minus 30.
So it's 310, right? So how to counter it? Yeah, that's Zoroark is the best play, you know, but the stopper for that deck will be Gardevoir.
Oh, Radiant Gardevoir,
So imagine 310, we can handle it. 330, that's a bit of an if over there. And I feel maybe if we can tweak around the Zoroark decks, we can come up with new idea.
Tech path.
Yes, playing path to shut down the right time, because we can always Phantom Star first. We pretty much don't need the ability when we already have 4 damage palm, and we just need 3 Gape Jaw maybe, and then the right number of time to kill off the Lugia.
Yes.
I think we can come. So for that, I think we need big brains like Syahmi.
Yes.
Coming back with new ideas to come back with, you know, probably it wouldn't be his first deck choice.
Yeah.
Because that guy loves to create deck. That guy is a mad scientist. So he creates out new ideas, just like rogue decks after rogue decks.
Really the best deck builder.
So I think people like him is very important for the community. You know, like idea bringers. Last time, remember Arceus and the trio birds.
Yes. Oh, Syahmi creation. Another great Syahmi creation.
Great creation actually, that one. And then and he also knows when to go safe.
Yeah.
like Worlds. The only player from day 1 goes to
Day two
for
in Malaysia, yes.
Yeah, and he played Palkia Calyrex.
Yes.
He knows when to play safe and when not to, take the risk and when to go
All in,
crazy.
yeah.
And I think Zoroark might see potential, but as of now, put away Zoroark. Play with when the new cards come out. Try out new ideas. Have fun with it. And when the competition starts coming, then you go for serious deck plays. Until then, normal town games or if you have your local card game shops, take up a new deck idea, build up with all the stage 1, stage 2s. The winning isn't the main thing; it's how much fun you have with your deck is the most important thing.
For sure.
So go for it and try out. I know a few Malaysians player in Malaysia. Some of them I can't remember their names, but every time when I see them, I know they're gonna play Rogue. I know they will play Rogue. It's fun. It's fun to see. I see in one of the town league was Beautyfly.
Beautyfly.
And Rostock deck. I was like, oh my god, this is a bit hard. That kind of thing. Those kind of ideas are fun to meet. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, we're definitely going to see, because of your win, I think we're definitely going to see Zoroark VSTAR in the upcoming
Regionals,
Warsaw.
yeah.
So Warsaw will be the
Malik,
last one.
all the best for you.
Yeah, Malik, please get top 8 so I can get his playmat.
Yeah. So he can interview you. He'll fly to Ireland for you, I guess.
Pay for me.
Your payment will be the top 8 playmat.
Hey, got winning money, right? Can pay me, right?
4,000 ringgit you pay for the playmat.
But until then, hope to see you at the next win. When you win.
I really hope.
Worlds, in fact.
I guess I need to win the Nets so I can have another interview with you so we can catch up.
Yes, exactly.
Remember, guys, luck is a skill.
Oh yes, luck is a skill. Thank you so much for joining me, Athavan.
Thanks a lot for coming by and really asking all this, man.
Until then, guys, see you.
Catch y'all soon.
Bye bye.